It's really important for councils to be involved in disaster management and disaster recovery. We are the closest level of government after all.
The Moreton Alert System is a free subscriber service that we provide to residents. They can sign up to it to receive free SMS, email and voice alert messages for all different types of hazards that they may be exposed to. Prescribed burns, bushfires, flood warnings, severe weather warnings and other important messages to ensure that they can make the right decisions and maintain their safety.
The Moreton Alert System really is quite special and unique. There are similar systems, but one of the really important factors for the Moreton Alert System is how granular it can be. We can get down to a very local level, and that helps us target specific streets, specific creek or other water body areas, and send direct messages to them, whether it's Kedron Brook in the south or the Stanley River in the north. We're able to send out individual text messages or alerts, and with that, local residents are able to actually have a look using our totem system at historical flood data, compare that to what the current river levels are, and see what the projections are for their local community in the time of need.
We've also divided our region up into 33 different flood warning groups. These are specific areas which are exposed to specific flood risks. That allows us to identify, through reading the flood level gauges and identifying specific triggers on each of those gauges, it allows us to message these targeted areas specifically when they're being exposed to a flood risk. During the course of an event or when we receive a severe weather alert from the Bureau of Meteorology, we'll immediately send that message out to all subscribers. Since October 2021, we've sent out 53 severe weather warnings, but during the events of February-March 2022, where Moreton Bay had some severe flooding, we sent out over 253 targeted flood warnings during a 7-day period.
One of the great things about all the tools we have at the Moreton Bay Regional Council is both the early warning system that we have with Moreton Alert, but we also have our flood check property reports. At any time, a resident can have a look at their flood property check report and actually see what projections there are for any floods or overland flow on their individual property.
The Flood Check property reports actually provide specific flood risk information about the property itself. Council provides free property reports that can be downloaded from the website. This very critical information is readily accessed by a community, so it allows them to be able to find out the flood risk information about their dwelling. It is only by increasing flood awareness that we can ever hope to increase flood preparedness and then their flood resilience in the community. Flood Check property reports have recently been updated to include a new Managing Your Flood Risk section. This new section links live information during an event from the Moreton Alert System, and they can then relate that information back to their property, so they actually know what risks they could be experiencing directly at their property. The reports also include the mapped high ground areas that they can use to determine evacuation routes. It gives them some guidance on how to access their emergency information and gives them a plan on what they should actually do during an event. During a flood event, Council's Moreton Alert System sends out flood warning messages that are specific to a particular flood warning area. It provides the current flood gauge reading at their local river or creek. This information can then be used in conjunction with the Flood Check property reports to actually work out what this level means to them in their property. And then they can make the right decisions, take the right necessary actions to make it more safe for their family and for their properties.
The Moreton Alert System is helpful not only for residents but businesses. Businesses are able to prepare themselves, lift stock off the floor, relocate it if required, but also it allows for them, and there are examples I've heard of in the recent weather events where they're actually able to get their staff home sooner, remove their customers from the property, and that makes the whole community safer in general. We are building a prepared community, and that's one of the great things we have about combining different tools and different resources. We have a community that's prepared but also resilient.